Film there, Rich.
This is our first day here on the 10th of August, and we're here in Chicago, in Arlington Heights. So, anyway, little narration there. So, it's a little past 8 o'clock, but for some reason it feels like it's a little past 10 for some reason. Anyway, later. Is it dog or is it not dog?
Family's health coverage because he changed jobs. Now families like hers can apply for pig care and family care online.
It is not dog.
Uninsured families across Illinois will have better access.
It's an artificial dog.
And family care applicants.
Taking them into the boxing ring. Harry Porterfield tells us why he is so lucky.
It's 3:13 California time, 5:13 here. So it is the 11th, and this is the basement.
That's a Chinese vase with Chinese root.
I love Oriental stuff.
I
That,
know. I
that,
wonder how
lamp
you-
is, that lamp over there is Chinese too.
Yeah, I know.
$450 lamp.
Everything's.
I had the basement room down there.
It's 5:41 our time, and 7:41 this local time, and there are some crickets in this tree, and they are mad or something. Maybe they're like really happy or something. It was raining earlier, and the crickets are now making a lot of noise. It's incredible. They're like swarming up there. It's crazy. Yeah. Look at all them crickets. I can hear them. Those crickets are noisy. It's like they're going to descend on me. If it isn't crickets, is it mosquitoes?
It's not, no, they're not called crickets. Crickets are little black things on the ground. These are locusts.
Locusts. Oh, well that explains what.
Used to destroy all the crops in the medieval days.
And they're locusts up in the trees.
And
Ooh.
they'll bury their eggs in the ground and come up sometimes 17 years later. I don't know whether these are 17-year locusts or maybe the...
Well, where were all the crops they're eating?
Well, they're in minimum quantities now, or numbers. It used to be in billions over in Israel and places like that back in...
You have the West Nile mosquito up here too.
Oh yeah. Been a few cases already here in Illinois this year.
Let's not find any of those.
We don't
Yeah.
want any yet.
Yeah.
Left-handers are the ones who can't touch it. At 0.95, righties need 3.
Dark in here though.
Yeah, it is pretty dark.
Only 2 that he's inherited.
This is day 3, isn't it?
Stayed on those base paths.
Once again. Basement is glorious. It's German basement. Let's see what we have here. We have a guy. Yes. Who is that? Fred Astaire? Somebody. I guess Fred Astaire. Greetings, Captain. It is day 3, I believe. It's the 12th of August. And it's about 7 o'clock our time, which is 9 o'clock their time. They're watching the baseball game. I am now in the basement. I won't be for very long, though. It's just useless footage documenting third day. Nothing much happened. We did go to a mall. It was bizarre because there weren't like any chicks there or anything. Just a mall. There weren't even any mall rats there. It was weird. This mall with no mall rats. Strange. There was a comic shop though. Anyway. Yeah.
Your dad said,
The Sox are playing the Sox.
yeah, they came back 9-8 from a big deficit. They found the top of the ninth. Almost won the game.
But they didn't.
No, 1 run though. That was
Umpire made a bad call, though,
yes.
for the last out.
They usually do when they want to go home, have their steak.
So the Chicago White Sox were playing the Boston Red Sox. Now, we must show you this curious artifact of history, proving that Uncle John was in fact a burlesque show male nude dancer. Yeah. Do, 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 do. I don't think I'm going to picture that very long. Yeah.
Hi, how are you? How are you enjoying your new house? Great. Good. Good.
Still a work in progress as far as
Right.
that other stuff.
Yeah, that takes a while. And I heard you had company right after you moved, so that didn't help.
We got 4 dining room chairs.
Yeah, I
2
know.
things we got to take.
Hi.
Oh,
We
nice.
had no table.
Nice. Did you give them hugs?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got hugs. How are you doing?
Fine. How are you?
They stuff for Greg, is it? Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm just saying hello to the cameraman here.
Yeah, but it's
How you doing
your
there? Good to see you.
birthday.
Yeah,
It's just
my mom's
Aunt Martha's. Yeah, your mom's birthday.
birthday.
Yeah.
80.
Years ago, it's been a few.
Yeah, something like that.
Is that Judy's phone? Do you?
All right, Andrea. Okay.
She's gonna go get
Can you
scissors.
stay with Uncle Greg and then Karen and Adam, and we'll be right back.
Yeah, Grandma's gonna stay here. I'm not going away.
Be
You want
here.
some-
Where's your mother and father?
They're in there.
Oh, well, I won't disturb them in there.
Oh, you can if you want to.
No, I'll wait till.
Get out of here! I'm the grandma.
So you just can't catch it all, just move as quick as you can.
You would tell them you will stay away. I'm the grandma. Go, baby.
What's that score, John? I can't see from here.
Ryan, okay, who's everybody over here? That's Karen.
I already had
Uh,
time with her, so I'll let her go.
Uncle Dave.
So
Hi
excited.
there. This is Andrea, and you're the daughter of who?
Eddie.
Eddie.
Yes.
Eddie. And yeah, and you're a cousin. So, yeah. Or a second cousin, actually, because Eddie would be my cousin. Actually, maybe even third cousin. Cousin Eddie, yeah. Judy's son, so actually, this third cousin. Yeah, something like that, wasn't it? Because Eddie's really Judy's my cousin.
Oh, it is.
So, yeah. So Eddie's your second cousin. Third cousin. Yeah. That's like 3 times removed or something. Not that it's a bad thing. Anyway, so, and I assume that's your baby over there?
Yes.
Yeah?
They're around. Grandma.
Yeah.
Getting wine. Dave.
Your dad's best friend Dave.
Yes. And that's my brother Ryan.
Your brother Ryan. Yeah, when you were probably about this big.
Oh, wow.
Long time ago. At Murphy Park.
See if they got something to cut that open there?
Yeah, so you guys kind of hung out.
She's a nurse. She's safe.
She's a nurse.
Oh, we got a little stuff. Yeah, Mama. Oh.
No, thank you.
Say hi to Adam. Yeah, that's Adam. Looking at the camera because it's shiny.
Are you taking a picture?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a little bit in the corner. She just took a bath before we came.
Come over here. She said, this doesn't feel like a grandma to me. Somebody else's grandma.
Yeah, that's not that.
And they want to get everybody correct on this thing. So who?
Look at Adam. Say hi.
So who are
Say,
So who are you guys? Are your cousins? But what are your names?
I'm Valerie, and this
Valerie.
is Autumn.
Autumn. You
I
are.
am Ed's wife,
Ed's
who is Martha and John's grandson. So I'm their granddaughter-in-law, and this is their great-granddaughter.
Yeah.
Just say happy birthday. Say happy birthday, Grandma.
Aww.
Now look at Hey Karen.
I gotta find out.
Okay.
To the camera. Say it again.
Are you going?
How old are you?
Are you
Show the camera. How old are you?
2, 3, 3.
Where's your niece? Where's your niece?
There's your niece.
Where's
There's
your
your
Ryan
niece.
have to stand over here so I can take your.
Yeah, and then they were in the
Rehabilitation
rehabilitation
center
center
together.
together too. And this guy was just really a character. And so funny.
He was Latvian.
But
I mean, he.
This is for the cake, and this is for the pizza.
Cake.
This is for the pizza.
It's a pizza. It's cooler down here. Everyone should come down here. It's cooler.
I'll show you what my great-grandson Matthew and Kim, his mom, made for me for Christmas. Right here. I think it's so adorable. It's my pictures. They made money.
Ooh.
Isn't that cute? Kim and Matt put that together for me for the holidays.
Now, who is that? Is that Fred Astaire or something?
That's Clark Gable.
Clark Gable.
Jeez.
Where's Astaire? Who's
That's me. No, that's Vivian Lee. That's
Vivian Lee?
Yeah, that was going with Lynn. I had some. I made some.
Clark Gable.
Just about 3 or 4 days ago, I walked to get the paper, and he's got my morning.
Oh, hell, what the hell he's doing? He's walking. He's got himself.
We'll just have to just wait.
It's Kim.
Tanya. Where's Tanya? She's at her house. You know where her house is?
Where's Tanya? For heaven's
Far,
sake.
far away.
She's looking for Tanya.
Are we gonna go in the house now? Matt, this is Adam. Adam, this is Matt.
Hi.
We're cousins that I know.
You're a good dancer.
I don't know if I ever met you
don't know.
necessarily. I might have.
Yes, a long time ago. A long time ago.
I know. When I was a teenager, possibly.
You were probably younger than a teenager.
Younger than a teen.
Yes.
Like in tweens or in
Tired. Maybe later.
Let's see. I think I
Well,
was.
you and
when
Matt.
Well, I met
Well,
you
I don't know. It's
a
up
long
to
time
Matt.
ago, but I know I took
Matt
a trip
Wesley,
back
sure.
with you and your mom and your sister. Excuse me. In your dad's camper.
Yeah, how
When
old
I
was my sister?
was about 14. So that was, let's see, 30 years
A few
ago?
years ago?
30 years ago. Yeah.
30 years ago, that would have made me 3.5 or 4 years old.
See, you were just a young little type then. I'm going to go in right now. How are you?
Not a good day.
Kisses, hugs.
Works fine, it's great.
Have a dress on. So you were what you? That's one day you did that many lakes.
Yeah, 7 legs.
Are they like little lakes? Like
No.
The chain?
Which is?
The channel lights?
smile.
Like this? Did you go to Bun Falls?
Did you show Matt your beautiful coral necklace? He has the camera on you. But Uncle Dave brought that back from Cabo San Lucas. Baja Mexico, far away. That's a pretty necklace. Wow, isn't that beautiful? Can I borrow
I
it
think in
sometime?
Tijuana and Ensenada and
Can
El
I wear it
Cerrito.
with my dress that's that color?
El Cerrito's not much though.
Look, it's Ceci's music.
Okay, everyone look up
Cece's
here.
got one. Look
The only one I got was no one was looking.
Look at Uncle Dave.
Okay.
Now everyone's
Did
looking.
you show
That's
your
good.
necklace?
She's almost asleep.
You can see from miles away.
She's being so relaxed.
This is.
Did you just see her? She's a ball of fire.
There is
Hey, Ryan,
the baby!
Hey, just put you right here. I'll take care of Browne.
Oh boy, oh boy.
One gone.
Wipe your hands at the end.
I'm gonna stand up.
Attention!
We're having a reading.
Boom.
Oh, reading.
Annual Martha birthday poem. Okay? Dear sibling, that's you. It's not some kind of an animal, but that's it. Now at last, you're 82. There's lots of things that you can do, like sitting down to watch TV, or moving your butt carefully across or sideways on the chair, or breathing deep to catch some air. You can most easily read a book, or give old John a plaintive look, that's him, or even travel with some care up and down the basement stair. You can also meet your fondest wishes, our fondest wishes, by managing to do the dishes. But fear not, for disability, while all of us may not agree, is part of all that life presents, as aging with its anger vents sicknesses and surgeries upon us from our heads to knees. Through all of this, the trials and care, remains the goodness that you share, the ageless laughter in your voice, the 1,000 times you've made the choice to love us all just as we are, nearby or coming from afar.
Very good.
Signed, Martha, happy 82nd birthday from your very favorite, smartest sibling.
I'm sure glad of that.
That's me.
And your favorite brother.
Your favorite brother? Oh yeah, can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. And it's typed on your own typewriter.
White out or an eraser.
On my computer, the dinosaur.
I typed it on a computer, yeah.
Autumn put that, very good.
And that doesn't, yeah, that
Autumn, we're
doesn't.
gonna get ready to sing.
Okay.
Happy birthday!
Greg, you're excused
Come
from
on,
this.
baby, over here.
Greg.
Come back here.
Why are you lighting your own candles on your own cake?
Let me do it.
Your wife can sing, but you
You
can't.
can help her.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's cheating with one of them things.
You can, we gotta wait till they're all in and after we sing,
Secret
okay?
about
I'm
it.
gonna tell you.
$15 brownies.
Did you help me do that?
This one.
Autumn, did you help Grandma pull
Yes,
them
she
out?
It's like 8 and 2.
Okay.
8 and 2.
1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Aunt Martha. Happy birthday to you.
You had the help.
Ready, I'm ready, you're done.
It's the end of the song.
Song's over, bowl.
Be careful. Be careful.
Break out the champagne.
She loves birthdays. This girl loves birthdays. Oh, we don't want her to have
You were being careful, weren't you?
Yeah.
You're always
She's just trying to help.
You like it?
Judy wouldn't let her.
All right, who knows how to do this mathematically?
me.
All right.
Cut it into quartets.
The shark. So it's just a big fish. Heather used to think that was a shark. She used to have bad dreams.
It's dying. It is
I don't want
being
to make
cut.
them real big.
She's been looking for a job.
Dying.
Oh, okay.
To the master's program in
It's
library
being
information
killed.
science at Penn. But the
Do you
problem
want
is
this
we
part
already
with the
paid for her to go to
flower?
Michigan. We helped
Oh,
her.
okay, I knew that. Somehow I knew that. Autumn's pieces with the flower.
We have a job to stay with, maybe go
Great grandma's the birthday girl.
Definitely officially crunchy.
That looks good. It's
And
got a
Martha.
filling in it. Yum, yum.
Strawberries.
Here, Grandma.
Thank you. Strawberry filling.
Okay, you want ice cream? Grandma's getting it.
You're gonna get the 360?
360. Well, be kind of hard to show this.
Who's that one? Who's it?
You always put the bed out.
Somebody's over there. I don't think it's a
Oh, okay, so it's just.
I just can't find a coat maker.
What do you guys
There's
do? You guys
Dusty
gamble?
Campbell's.
No, I'm looking.
Yeah, she plays the French horn.
Okay. French horn. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
That's why you gotta have 2 decks.
2 decks. That's more than a deck.
You sure?
No, and Martha played the clarinet too.
Make sure.
The locust cakey bugs are still mad.
There is no way that any agency in the state of Illinois takes that money.
Did I tell you I called the DMV? I called the DMV, my VIN number, that card's never been processed. See, it's that bad, it's still.
Bugs in the trees. They said they're cicadas, but John thought they were locusts.
No, there's cicadas.
So they're not locusts. They're cicadas.
Is that just another name?
So they're
No,
cicadas.
they're different.
Cicada? That's a locust.
Locust?
Well, it's
They're kind of.
different. It's the family, but they're different bugs.
Cicadas
Yeah, all
are,
of them are. They got
Yeah.
umpteen different.
I don't know, we gotta have enough people.
Cicadas.
like the short
It's
ones.
basically
Go outside for it.
The bugs, which will now descend upon us like a torrent swarm. The mad bugs.
You farted a few times.
Want some more cheers over there?
That's a red one. The bottom.
Where'd she get that from? What's up, yo?
I got it from the boys.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all?
Hey, Bill.
I remember that waitress on Denny's.
He's a nice looking old man. That'd be like, oh, that's cute.
They're not like mine.
That's what you say.
You know what's really nice, Karen, is some of the advertisers of the frozen and try Trader Joe's coconut shrimp. It's good. It's so sweet.
Mom.
It was just the regular.
And then they got that thing on the skewer.
Are you gonna run out of memory?
Wow, nice shoes. Nice shoes.
They don't even light up.
She does that. She gets in my closet. She wears all my
Mom's
shoes.
got on Kim's shoes.
She likes me my shoes, don't she?
They're pretty shoes.
She covers them up.
She's running out there and trying to devise this.
Well, she's going to our house. Right. Was she not gonna come in? I don't know.
Andrea?
But she's not staying.
And to this day. And go move away. And move away and be a vagabond.
You might as well join us. I think Heather's coming to live with us. Lauren doesn't have a place. You might as well come too. What the heck?
You're never going to get rid of them.
His friends are coming to visit Labor Day. I said, Heather may be living with us. I don't know Lauren's
And me, my grandma.
okay,
Grandma,
fine.
me, my
Where are Heather and
me, my
Lauren?
grandma. However you want to say it.
Open up the garage. Let's use the car. You know, sit in the back seat.
However you want to say it.
Your man.
Love you.
So where are Heather and Lauren? Kent?
Kent, Ohio.
Kent, Ohio. It's kind of far away. They couldn't come.
Worm is leaving.
We're going to clear out the house next week, so who knows after that.
Kent University. Kent, Ohio.
Okay, go give everybody hugs.
Bye, honey.
You got it all well there.
Yeah, you're.
Judy.
Okay, I think I remember. That way we don't lose.
And when will you be coming back here? This way, you'll be coming back here when you're done with your trip up in Michigan.
Let me see. Probably next week.
Like sometime for the weekend, like Saturday or something.
I don't know.
Was that right? Yeah, I wish you well.
Do we get a hug? They had to be midway 4:30.
Give Papa a hug. No, you didn't. You let him hug you. Thank you. Did you give Uncle Bob and Grandma?
Yeah,
Everybody in the world's going to be there soon.
You gotta get these things, hang up from the ceiling.
Look at our plan and think,
Like in the Navy.
Like birds.
Oh yeah, hey, I get somebody now.
oh yeah, the test batch is all over now.
The test batch. Well, they're not here right now.
So you're headed out to Michigan.
Michigan this week and maybe in Minnesota next week. We'll see Jim Browne and then maybe get as far as Duluth and then we'll be back here kind of on the weekends.
Yeah, we'll be back on 30,
Having a work
29, 30, and 31. Yeah, if you can get back in, that'd be nice.
Oh, I know you guys got a lot going on too. I hope it all works out.
6 hours.
Now, the bugs are breeding and making noise is because this is covering a big old honking bug nest. Ah, yes. And they're all in there. Yeah. I want to document this bug nest
What you ought to do
under
is,
here.
I mean, you could take care of it.
It's Lakeview High School. Thanks.
We had that open space here in the parking lot was not here. There was a building right next to Lakeview. We had no campus at all. Now they're clearing that out on a little park there. The parking lot that was not there.
No campus.
There was a big building right next door to the school. No campus for that. Now there's a parking. Fire escape stairs up there.
Ooh.
What I heard was it used to be able to see the lake from the 4th story.
How about from the Castle Lake Tower up there?
Yeah, I've never been up there. It's been a school for 130 years now. We went to 120.
Your high school.
And I don't even know what's upstairs on the top floor. I have no idea. I never went up there. I see there's an open window there or something. A long time ago.
Yeah, but I can see the sign and you in it. The idea. Across the street that went up like really tall. They tore it down. And that's
now they got a parking lot in the park. Yeah. But we didn't have that open space.
Those trees look fairly grown though.
Well, yeah, it's been there for many years, I suppose, but it wasn't really old. I want to take it to my house. What are they?
Lakeview. Main entrance. Repeat that. Oh wait.
They don't use it anymore.
They use the side entrance.
Take the stuff that's out the neighborhood. trees, not as many trees. You can see the ones that are newer. There's a few older ones.
What side is yours?
This side next to the street on the first
Why
one.
don't you look down?
Show you the back. In the front door, and then you have a row of mailboxes and buttons you push.
We are at Greenville on 410 Grove Street.
And I want to welcome
X.
Well, it was worth waiting for.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Hi.
I'm Bart.
Hi, Bart. Nice to see
I'm
you.
Lloyd Walker.
How are you? Come here.
Good to meet
Here,
you.
Mayor Walker.
Good to meet you.
Hi, I'm Adam Browne. I'll put down the thing.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
I know that. I do know that.
You're Mrs. Walker, I'll bet.
No,
Oh,
I'm Abby Free. So
You're Abby. Oh, hi,
How are you
Abby.
doing?
Appreciate that.
You gotta be Adam.
Yeah, I'm
We've
at.
attacked you.
Can I get everyone's name here?
Hi, Adam.
Well, anyway, you probably have to say all this on
I'm the
tape.
baby of the family.
It's Bartel
The
Free.
family, I guess. That have 2 sons. So they can carry the name a little farther home.
The Free name.
Yes, grandson.
So my last name is Browne, but my dad is Bob Browne is
Yep. That
Grandma's
is pronounced Brown, not Brownie.
Browne, yes.
Yeah, like Norm Brown, but no E.
Yeah, but silent, yeah.
Okay.
Here is the 410 Grove Street house that Grandma grew up in with the 9 kids. There it is. Ooh.
Good to see you.
Isn't that cool? We're actually in Greenville, Charlotte.
You're back.
Yeah.
I can see them.
I
don't know. I'm not
So I kept thinking maybe, but I think
How are you?
Hello.
He said Grand Rapids.
We left it plenty of time.
What a waste of film, that's all I gotta say.
I don't know your name actually, so that's why I'm asking.
Brown.
Norm Browne.
Last name. No wonder you forgot the last name, huh?
Yeah. Yep. No E.
No, we.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's one of the rules.
Well, I said to Lloyd, his picture's been in the paper since I can remember. 91 he was mayor. How many times have you been mayor?
3 times.
For a long time.
You notice I'm wearing hearing aids, and just recently I was at a dinner out at Greg Daniels' house, and he had some guests there. We're from Grand Rapids, but was born in Scotland, and a very interesting guy. And after dinner, we were sitting on the couch visiting, and I was asking him a lot of things about his life and where he came from, and then he was asking me some questions, and then he said, "How long have you been mayor?" And I said, "Well, for about 12 or 13 years altogether, but that's at 3 different times." And he looked at me.
Generations.
He looked at me so strangely, and I said, "You asked how long I've been mayor?" He said, "I asked how long have you been married?" I said, my God,
Then tell him 3 times.
$3,000 for hearing aids, and I can't even answer a simple question.
I told him if he reads nothing of the book, he's got to read the article about where Amanda wrote the speech for the politician, the rectum.
That's a funny deal.
That's a funny
that
one.
one. He would enjoy that.
I read it, and I marked that for the guy from the newspaper.
He tried to say Rod Frustrum, but he couldn't quite do it, so he said rectum.
Yeah.
That's too big a word for him.
And he got elected anyway. How's that?
Yeah.
We did that, we wouldn't get
They
elected.
thought he was funny.
Well, it did the job, apparently.
Honest mistake, right? They
Yeah.
were more forgiving back then. They
Yeah.
probably are
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Well, let's go down to the winter end. You're
Okay,
coming down
I'm
there.
gonna-
Support there for the software company.
Fun?
Yes, I am.
Did you see that on the tape?
Oh, sure.
Scott.
Oh, Scott Freeze. Yes.
Otherwise, I'm not going to know who this is when I get it home.
Megan. This is my daughter Megan.
Hello.
Hello.
And then daughter Sarah is the longer brunette over there.
Another priest. Oh, my grandmother was Still Fries. Still she got married and then became Browne, and then that's where my dad comes from. So.
Yeah.
Bigger group. Well,
Then she became Estelle Knapp, and she got married.
As shown in the book, right? As detailed clearly in the book.
It was detailed very, very clearly.
Yeah, I just received it last night. I'm going to be reading it very soon, I'm sure. So. I wish I had a chance to read it ahead of today, but didn't get a chance to. So.
Big shot.
The house looks better.
Oh, you want
It does. It's better than it does.
So you are now. So are you or what?
I'm Charlotte, and
Charlotte.
I was named after my Aunt Charlotte, and her, I'm trying to think what relationship that would be to you guys, but my mother, and, well, your Grandma Estelle was my mother's aunt. So, if you can figure that out, I don't know.
Your cousin.
There you go.
Your cousin.
we're some kind of cousin. I don't
You
know.
could just throw in cousin in, it
Yeah,
works.
yeah,
It doesn't
okay,
need to
there
be
we
cousin
are.
2 or cousin 3. We saw some other cousins on the other side of the family and what.
And then, interestingly enough, I mean, my side of the family moved out of Greenville, and then in '97, my daughter married a Christensen from Greenville, and she's back here living in Greenville now. So, much to my mother's amazement, her granddaughter lives in her hometown.
That's interesting.
That's about it.
Going back to the old homestead again.
Yeah.
One of my nieces moved back out to Michigan, where her grandparents were from too. So it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah. How that all kind of circled back around. You just kind of can't escape your roots in one way or the other.
I don't think I'm going to move out here necessarily. Who knows? Maybe when I get old and gray or something.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Well,
but I'm nowhere near there.
Different.
So.
Now, where are you? You're from California?
Yeah, I'm from California.
Okay. Well, I leave the Sunshine State,
yeah.
huh?
Yeah, it snows out here.
Yeah, there you go. You'd have to see Norm to take up skiing if you wanted to live in Michigan.
Oh, yeah.
Does that sound?
Yeah, it has everything.
I see.
Literally everything. You can see like pores in the skin and stuff.
Yeah.
Anything that isn't clean, we
Say
can put
something.
in the So, you're Bart.
Why are you taking a picture of me all the time? There's other people here.
Well, me either.
Oh, well, that's Bart's way.
We're ad-libbing.
So you run a ski place or something? Or you
Get our spot.
That's Norm, okay. I'm getting all the names mixed up. So I gotta... Grove Street.
Yeah, maybe we all should get down to this point.
Yeah, I
I shoot a picture of the house. Again.
All right, Mom.
So,
Oh, that's a great picture. This is my mother.
and what is your name, please?
Shirley. I'm
Shirley Priest.
ex-wife
Yes.
of Bartel. And for the record, if it weren't for me, there wouldn't be a 5th, 6th, and 7th generation on the way.
Ah,
Does that make a tidbit for you?
okay.
That's a scoop. There's some scoop.
Well, I'm not in a paper or anything.
That's
Oh,
right.
no. Are you Bob's son, grandson?
Son.
Son?
Youngest son of 5 children. And these are your grandchildren then, I guess?
Yes.
And what are their names?
Megan
Megan and
and Sarah.
Sarah, good name. One of my nieces is named Sarah.
And this blonde is my daughter-in-law. She's married my older son.
I can't walk out.
So the lady over there.
Married to Randy. And then don't want to do that. Her daughter is expecting a baby.
Yeah.
Great
She is-
grandkids and grandkids and stuff.
Yeah. She has 3 older grandchildren. 29, 27, 22.
Just starting to get where it's
My half sisters and half brother, they're quite a bit older than me. So I have nieces and nephews my age, which was fun playing on the playground. You know.
Well, then you understand the mixed marriage business.
My dad was married long, 20 years before.
only one you want to have because it's the last time I'm going.
I remember Aunt Estelle, I really do. She was quite a nut. She was at our house a couple times.
One hit on Miranda.
Well, I'm glad you came.
Yeah, I've never been to Greenville before, so.
That's very nice.
Yeah, it is.
Well, we're going to go have
Yeah, we're
lunch
gonna go
now.
have lunch. So these are the other Frieses, and
Okay.
other relatives, and we're gonna go get to lunch now and stuff.
Okay.
Do you see how my legs are, Aunt Abby? You see how my legs are?
So do we want to do just a pose or official picture or something, or just look? Okay, cheese. Wait a minute. Let's do a better one. Cheese. Okay, that's cool. Your name is Mr. Walker, is it?
Yeah.
Mayor Walker? All right.
Lloyd Walker.
Okay. Thank you. Fun.
Abby said that she is living near the house where Amanda.
Amanda Freese,
where
the
they first moved,
the
and she would like to show it to
politically
us.
savvy.
And also
Yeah,
the
cool.
garden where Grandma picked strawberries that she mentioned in
The pigs and the berries. Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah.
And maybe the
After lunch, Abby can't come to lunch, but after lunch, she said if we have time before we leave, to call her, and she'd be glad to show us those places.
Cool.
We'd like to go get.
I wonder if it's possible that we could go by the also by the Turk Lake where the boys were out on the raft.
I don't know.
That'd be cool too.
It's also, they're written on the monument on the other side. And Roy, Estelle's brother.
Oh, Roy, I've met Roy.
Right, okay. Well, Roy always promised a tombstone. And I said, well, they have one. Their name's on the marker already.
This is
He said, I always promised him one, so I'm going to give him one. I said, fine.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
It's in line with my mom and dad.
There's the founder of Greenville.
Plot in the cemetery. And this entire cemetery, this is the second.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
And this was a private cemetery. It was owned by some people named Merritt. Well, in 1900, the place burnt down where they had the records, so there's no longer any records of any kind.
I understand.
Nobody has nothing. Nobody knows who's deeded to what. Nobody knows nothing. See?
Oh my goodness, this is fascinating.
So then it started after
I didn't get the first
1900,
part of
so
it.
the records were all shot. So the funeral directors had to come out and bang, 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 and they found the box, and we went over here. So that's how they ended up. That's how
This
they
is
ended
the
up burying
founder
them.
of Greenville.
I know, I was looking at that.
Did you hear the story? They bought the first plot, the Freese family bought the second plot. Okay, you heard that, didn't you?
But I want to get the
Unheard
first
of.
part of that again.
15 plots was unheard of, to buy 15 plots. But this is what that's what the Greens had, and that's what the Freeses had 9 kids at that time. Hell, they were going to need another 5. Jesus, the way they were going. You know.
So So what was the first part of that? This had been a private.
It was a private
cemetery, but
some people owned it, and they were selling plots. Is when I say private. It wasn't owned by the city, is what I'm saying. Brother, huh? Yeah, but this is his son Dan, who was killed in Vietnam.
Yes.
Ernest.
Ernest.
First
and
batch.
Yeah.
The first batch.
There's a good way to go at it. I'm the second bunch.
But they had
it's sensitive
dogs and all sorts
I
of...
thought my grandpa's sister, I thought she died, you know, was
This is the twin Elma's grave.
Keep them threads strong.
I'm trying to. This is all planned for last year.
Ida. Yeah, Ida Lucy.
They don't eat much here.
This is the first one.
Look around, there is no crosses.
It's just a little daddy.
And that was her.
It's just a little daddy.
They don't find too much to eat out here, don't we? Mother and father.
16 years, 10 months, and 20
That's the one that died of a dog. Yeah.
They are buried.
They found the baby's grave in there, so they had to move it.
Right. Not buried here. They do have an inscription to Estelle.
Oh, do they?
Yes. Not buried here.
And look at the
It would be Amanda Fries's daughter.
Yeah, Amanda.
The mosquito trying to get my head.
Just like the Deans used to be Dehan.
Still in here, still on earth, as in heaven. May we meet in that beautiful home.
I don't.
Not earth?
No, that first part, I don't think it's right.
What is that?
Well, I'm serious.
Looks like you're good for a while.
Purify my heart. Let me be as gold.
Listen, I ate the shoes right off, sole off my
You can
shoes.
eat letters off them too.
No, but it gets. I got a hose down.
He cleaned it.
Let me be as
Children.
Yeah, I
The
know.
rest of them are 40 years of living.
Oh, 3
And these were moved across the street from our house. And now
36
they're being colorblind. I
And
don't
it
know.
was just too
But one of them still doing something.
Fries made
And he
this stuff.
sculptured this stuff.
was all listed
He made
here,
the
it's
own
just-
forms to do it. In the
He
ground.
did that
Well,
stuff
he-
too.
This is just so he'd have. He couldn't afford to buy it,
acid
and he wanted this size, so he made it.
Oh, yeah,
That was.
Sounds like you, all right.
That's so he wanted something. He made it. That's it.
Lucy.
She was at our house for a month. We had her.
Yeah,
It wasn't
oh,
red,
hell
but
yeah.
it was curly.
And she was at our house more free. My mother used to say, when I grow old, I never want anybody to care for me. I hope I never get in that position. Because, you know,
Well, wife or husband is all.
you get waited on all the time. Well, yeah, it's an in-law to her.
Yeah.
It wasn't her mother. Her mother had been okay. You know.
Yep.
But being an in-law, it's,
Tommy did a couple years ago, he just
and she was demanding as hell. God, you know, get me a glass of water. Get me that.
Yeah, she was.
You know, and Mom worked all day like a lot of
She
people.
was at our house for a month. It cost a lot at the same
Well, but none of the priests are that way at all.
No, Lucy was
Right,
like,
Nancy?
Okay. It's not
She was a Turner, so it's okay.
God damn it. Flies, they bite you, they don't let go.
Yeah, it was just a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago. Okay, that fight.
Founder of Greenville over
One of
here.
these other monuments fell off and broke his
He was
neck.
the founder of Greenville.
Found a shotgun in his hand, and then they, after further investigation, he found a shotgun.
Did it kill him?
Yeah.
So somebody died.
Did you get this plot in relation to
Yeah,
the second
okay, you got to say this again.
All bellied up.
The Greens, the founders of Greenville, bought the first plot.
And they bought the
Grace's
second
bought the
plot.
second. I just wanted you to get the relationship.
And then it has.
Desiree?
Bronze or brass?
So,
Thing says don't put muriatic acid on.
you can't let it soak, and that's what good.
You've been eating
That's
off all of the
coarse and
etching,
sucks
so don't
it
eat
in.
any more of the etching off with the acid.
Tell you a story about this one.
Bart.
Jeanette just told me a story about that. See that?
So you got to tell us it
Up there?
again.
Statue getting shot up.
Well, show the monument first, okay?
It's the Monument of Green. It was
Some
the
guy
first-
came over here, was drunk, and he shot up that monument. See? And then we found him on the next hill over. Apparently he fell over a shotgun, broke his neck.
Story is back in the 1940.
Shot it full of holes.
Shot up the statue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anoka.
That's
We
why.
never went swimming in Fatal Lake. It was supposed to be a bottomless lake. You would never find your bottom.
It is bottom.
It's pretty mucky out there.
It still is.
I don't think they have fun about it.
So that story about the Indians in the lake,
The
the story about the Indian lovers in the lake that's in the book, that is actually an old Greenville story?
It's an old tale.
That isn't in a book.
This is a
No, the one in
story.
Grandma's, that's in Grandma's book.
I don't read that.
Yeah,
It's in there.
I loved it. Read it. It's in
there.
Oh, yeah.
But
Fatal Lake?
Fatal
Yeah.
Lake.
You know how we
It's in
built
there.
that?
No,
Why
it
we
isn't.
built that?
My grandfather
Sorry.
always told that
Marilyn and I
story.
got
Must be a
And my
different
father
edition.
told it to us.
I didn't read it.
This
Did
Indian
you?
princess,
No, I just got it last night.
her father did not want her to marry an American. And
It's the
so
same
they
story.
ran
So
away
it
together
finally got so
in a
bad,
canoe
we said, "To hell with
into the middle of Fatal
I went
Lake
and bought the
And
and
they
tipped
jumped.
over and
wood
drowned.
for the boat
And we're
built
never
it
seen
in the
again.
living room.
That's the grandma. Grandma was
Drill
told that
holes right
story
in the
when she
floor.
was a little girl,
Right.
and she put it in her book. It's in there.
Built
It's
it
in
right
there.
in the
That's
You
what I
gotta
was telling
send me
my
a
daughter.
note and tell me where it
She's
is.
I mean, we would. Oh, I'll bet it is. I'll bet it's the house next door.
To Abby?
Yes.
What's next
So
door?
is that house next door the house that Amanda?
Yes. Yes, down in the basement. She had all the cubicles where she taught school in the basement.
Oh, that would be fascinating.
Let's go.
She had
We're
14
there.
rooms down there, I think. 14 rooms.
Got enough
I think.
tape?
Told us to come
Oh
by.
yeah.
6
No,
by
you're
8.
talking about the right beside of Abby.
Yeah.
I just said I hope
6 by 8.
She said
6
it
by
was
8
there.
rooms.
We're there. Let's go there.
See you,
That's
Sheriff?
the
That's our
you know, party. We're there.
Oh, yeah.
That was built.
Go
Clarence
see
Street
that.
built that house.
Caught me on a good week.
So the story about the Indians was true, and it was on a lake over here called what was the name of that lake? It was called the
Fatal Lake.
Fatal Lake. The Indian story is from Fatal Lake, and it's over there.
Wonderful.
Yeah, come on.
Hell, that is built.
Back said,
So we want to go
and drove me out.
First.
But I'm not
to
driving.
fall apart. What was the name of this cemetery that this stuff is?
This is the Greenville Cemetery.
The Greenville Cemetery. That's just the
I
name.
don't know. I think there was actually some different name on the.
She's late.
Bart, what is the cemetery called?
Forest.
Forest Cemetery.
We get any unique pictures?
Forest Lawn.
Grove. Forest Grove?
Forest Grove.
I think it's Forest Lawn.
Everybody's
If you
Forest
look at
Lawn.
the entrance, they do have a
Okay,
name.
we will on the
Okay.
way.
Thing.
We
Adam,
get
it was
any
Over
good
the
meeting
house.
you.
What's your dad's name?
Daniel, I think.
Amanda and
David.
Amanda was David? David Porter.
David.
David Porter, yeah. I had to stop and use my brain. Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Amanda and David Porter. This is the actual house of Amanda and David Porter. Amanda Priest, the ancient grandma's great grandma. Grandma's grandma. Ooh.
Was where they had their big gardens, and your mom had to pick the strawberries and stuff. She'd always tell me about picking all the berries. And we owned the other lot right
that was
next
back
door,
here?
right on over. In fact, we owned the whole darn thing through here, right on down to the end. And then on back, Dad had owned, I'm not positive, I think he owned way back to the other road there. But here we only owned back 5 lots.
You know, I've met so many people. Your dad was
Ernie.
Okay, we got it now. Okay,
Ernie.
got it.
My my father-in-law.
Oh,
Ernie's
wait a minute.
dad. Young Ernie's dad.
Got that?
Ernie was
Ernest
Estelle.
Jr.'s dad.
Ernie, Big Ernie Sr. was Estelle's brother.
Okay.
Then young Ernie was my husband.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay. Gotcha. Now.
Then there was Danny, but Danny got killed in Vietnam.
We're not quite sure where everybody.
And we found that on the internet. They had that on the internet.
Yeah, come on in. My dogs are going to bark, but they're all in cages.
Yes, I have a copy of that.
You have
yes.
a copy. There's Aunt Olive.
Oh, yeah. I don't think we have that picture either.
You don't have Aunt Olive?
I don't think so.
We have
Not that particular.
Do you
picture.
have? That's Aunt Georgia. That
Yeah,
was
I
Roy's
remember
wife.
Oh,
Now this is your.
I never met Georgia.
That's your grandma.
Yeah.
I never met
Big
Georgia.
cake.
There you go.
Boy, I get sweaty. Do you mind if I turn that on so it'll go around us? Charlotte, that was there today.
Oh, damn. Distinguished looking man.
And they fell out. I got to wipe the sweat off me. I wonder if they fell. What are you? Could get them. There's your mom.
Somebody who really wanted.
This would have Anna Estelle, and the tallest one must be Uncle Roy. I think he was taller than Dan. I can't remember for sure. And this one time, they invited Uncle Dan up, and he went with them. So that was. But
what do you like to hunt?
Pardon?
What do you like to hunt?
You like to?
What did he like to
Oh, deer. Deer.
Deer.
Lee loved to hunt
This
deer.
is the area.
Year after year, we'd be up there in the cabin hunting. But no, at one time, all of this would have belonged to your great-grandfather then. All from the other side of that house on up here to the road. And the road wasn't here at that time. This house wasn't here. We built this one. When we moved up here, the only houses that were in this end was the little one across the street and the next two. There was nothing else. And not even a road there. And they put all of that stuff in after 49. And that was just a free one base.
Oh, okay. I can move it if you want.
I could.
All the medals.
Somewhere I have old pictures, but where they are, I have looked high and low. I've got box after box after box.
Now turn up when you're looking for something else.
You're right. Every time they do that. But I thought that was so nice of your mom to send me that, because those are very, very nice things that she wrote in there.
Your teeth are coming in.
They're both in.
Good deal.
How about that? Get a little closer.
Oh, me?
Just use a picture. You don't have to use it.
He's
He's the king.
Get a little closer.
Oh, me?
Just use a picture. You don't have to use it.
He's
He's
the
the
when
king.
they're pulling, that's cute.
The king goes to his castle.
All right.
Get her pulling.
Oh, baby, pull.
Girls pull and we ride, huh?
Look at that,
Just
boy.
the way it
She's
was meant to be.
strong. Wow. What a strong lady. Yeah.
Pull it that way.
Whee! Well, I'm glad she's here to pull everybody around. I'm going to get pulled around. When they get where they're going, I'm going to get pulled around. We're here. We have arrived.
Hi, Vicki. Nice to
There
see
she
you.
is. There she is.
Why is your butt wet?
Do we meet at the wedding?
Yes, yes. And this is my cousin Tracy. Hi,
Tracy.
Tracy.
You're a little bit younger then, huh?
Here, yeah, why don't you sit right here?
Wow.
What do you say to Oma?
Don't get it in the rain. Don't hang on the door.
Dan, come here, buddy. Almost got something for you.
That's why you're always
He opens his mouth with a flashlight.
Oh.
And, oh, here.
Flashlight, you can see around at night. Wherever they want to in the area, you know, they buzz around. They want to light somewhere, they light there.
That's the Abby.
That's what flies.
There was,
That's the expression, there's no flies on
there was, they had the activity today in the activity building there in the gym. And one kid
this
about
is
Robbie's
Lady
age brings in a cricket
Really started
into the gym and shows his mom. Mom says,
she
you
kept
take
saying,
it
"Oh, I think this
outside.
will never
He lets it
happen."
go.
Yeah, they've been working on it. We're supposed to have it last year. but
She's another cousin.
Yeah, she lives in
What size one she's got?
This is
But everybody
Daniel's
has
sister.
size
She's
to it,
16.
and
She
they'll
died in
go
malaria.
They had a nice program.
Because there's a lot of swamp here. But he had always promised her that he would know his daughter.
I didn't know it was
I don't know if he, I don't think he did. I don't think he did.
This is
He
Bob
was
the
just
mayor.
very stubborn.
He was just a very stubborn Dutchman, what he was, yeah.
What was the
Charlie,
mayor?
huh?
What was the
Who's
mayor's
that?
name?
His name is
Walker, but what's the first
Lloyd
name?
Walker.
Lloyd Walker.
And he's in his 70s. He's been mayor 3 different times. But he was raised right around the corner from my grandparents, so he knew the family very well. I
Yeah,
sent him
he's
a
a
free
friend of
book.
the Jeanettes in Bartels.
But being stubborn, you know, there's a lot of nationalities besides the Dutch.
Oh,
It's an all marble bar.
Bill
so
Dietz
pretty.
says my dad was the most stubborn man he's ever met in his life.
And he was a Ragsdale, right? He wasn't even
This
Dutch.
is supposed to be a picture of the bar. But
Wasn't
sit next to me.
No.
Yeah.
It is. Just right to me. Well, Robbie, you get out.
They live winter inside.
I
don't know if they do. I think they do. Wow.
I don't know why not.
It's Lake Michigan. We have gone to the edge of the earth and will now step off into it. Yes, Lake Michigan.
Whoa! Stop!
Wine real estate.
If you want to go down there, I'll take your picture climbing up the stairs. I'm not going to go down there.
I see. Lake Superior and Lake Michigan are actually inland sea. This is Lake Michigan.
Oh, get some of that.
Can't see it from here.
Yeah. I better go up and
Out up there.
Now that
Where's Daniel?
He on the ride.
Go ahead.
We already did. I'm retired. All right, I'm retired. Oh, yeah,
Frederick Mayhew Garden with an I and a J. Frederick Meyer in Bergen. So,
in order to do that. So he studied there, but I think he lives in Oregon or Washington. Did that. In the main, you can feel a lot of that Italian Renaissance art. But she finished it, and she created the American horse that we have outside. He's 24 foot. This is the 8-foot model that she began with. And she also created one for the city of Milan. So the city of Milan also, yeah, they're not saying no money now. But it's this one is 75 to 80 years old. So it's been around for quite some time. I mentioned Euphoria. That's the Euphoria in the back. It's called Young. And that's a yeah, the girls. Oh, it's right here. So, here's the sign. Gives you the cultivar name.
back over here to get a shot of the 5 meerkats.
It's based on the types of plants that you would find in Victorian greenhouse back when Queen Victoria was in reign. And of course they were traveling all over and finding all these exotic. Usually when they trim it all the way back to here. You can see this is all from this vine right here. And it's native to South America. It has some very interesting blooms on it. You can see more over here. This is the bud on it, and then this is the actual bloom. And they don't smell very good. I can't remember what they're. I think it's a bat that pollinates them. Of course, people are like, "You have bats in here to pollinate them?" Well, we don't need to. It grows vegetatively very quickly. Like I said, we trim it back here 2 or 3 times a year, and it just keeps growing. I think the last they did it was at the beginning of the summer season, so it's grown all that since. And it's due for a trim. You can humid or warm like the tropics. You can see it right behind the panda. It's got some green kind of leaf tint to it. That's only about 2 weeks old. Wow. Yes. Bamboo grows very quickly. There are some varieties that can grow up to 18 inches a day. It grows very quickly. It's actually, it's a monopod. It's not related to grass, but it grows like grass. And of course, the limitation in a tropical area is light, so it has to grow fast to get up to the top of the canopy to get light to grow. So that's why it grows so fast. But
where we start?
That way naturally, but they'll do plant a real plant. But it is related to the bird of paradise, and you can see up there, there's some old blooms on it. Oh yeah. And they do look like the bird of paradise flowers. Except they're white. They're not orange and blue. They're white. That old bloom up there, it looks like dried leaves.
Up at the top there? To the left, Adam.
Where's it?
So it's an ancient leaf, or ancient plant, but they've been able to survive and perpetuate for so long because the seed pods, and there's one right up there you can see, the seed pods are floatable. They do float from island to island, and so they've been.
What's the name of the tree?
It's called the Queen Sago. It's a cycad.
Queen Sago.
And this one's interesting too. We talk about botanicals, and sometimes you bring some in from the
So what is this plant over here?
It's called an anthurium. It's related to peace lilies that most people are common.
Here were the vanilla orchids and things, and there's peace lilies. Chinese painted quail.
Because they're not native.
Chinese painted quail.
And this interesting plant in through here, you might see it a little bit better when you come by. It's called a lobster claw, and it does actually look like lobster claws.
Screw pine.
It's called a screw pine.
It walks. Whoa.
Venus flytraps. So
Are not very large.
Here, you can kind of see some of them right there. There's some over through there. Yeah, they're small. A lot of people think that they're native, you know, to some exotic tropical region, but actually they're native to the southern United States, like Florida and such. The things what makes a plant carnivorous, one of the reasons is that they're grown in boggy regions. And you can see we have our own little bog swamp and through here. And the reason that they need to feed on plant or on insects is because the acidity in the soil is very low. The acidity is it's very acidic. The pH is very low. And so even though they can survive without eating plants, it's like getting a vitamin, you know, pure dose of nitrogen when they eat them. So they don't have teeth or anything like that. They're not really alive. You can't call them an animal. They're still plants. They still photosynthesize. But I can tell some of the different kinds of traps. Of course, the Venus flytrap, they close up and they, you know, on the insect, they have like a little hair trigger. And when they close up, they kind of struggle tighter. They do release enzymes to help break the insect down into a form that's digestible. Another kind right here, there's this kind right here. It's in the back and through there. It's called sundew. And it looks like, if you look closely, it looks like there's little dewdrops on it, but those dewdrops are sticky. And so the bug will land on it and get stuck to it. Same thing with this butterwort here.
What is this over here?
This is by George Siegel, and he used plaster casting to create the mold for it. This is actually bronze. This is bronzed afterward in the patina finish to make it look like the plaster casting that he uses.
It's a bear dead. It is the gigantic horse. It's beautiful. Look at it.
Yeah, be practical. Use what's available.
It's over there on the end. On the left.
This is neat.
One with a sail on.
Peaches?
Yes, we have peach trees. Those are apple trees right along here. There's a variety of fruit trees over there. My brother lives happily in the city of Milan. They have their symbol.
How would they bring that over here?
They have a whole thing in there, in the about they have an 8-foot replica of it.
I mentioned the walking tours, and at the front desk there are audio lines if you would like to take one. We have the various sculptures. Then we're permitted to do in 40 minutes as we tour. With 125 acres, we've just touched the surface of what there is to see here. The gardens are delightful. The statues are fascinating. Some of them are just flat out fun.
Well, we gotta get pictures too. And, well, okay. And now, look at the size of this thing. It's huge.
Oh, this is a horse.
Why don't you get a still life?
Look at the bars on that thing. Look at it. Look at the size of that thing. It's so big.
Look at that. Look at that face. Holy cow. Did you get that?
There's the giant horse. Look at the horsey. Big horsey, Da Vinci horsey.
Hey. She's like,
It's mad.
You never sleep in my bed.
Hey Matt, you know where construction is at all?
Yeah, it's bad over there.
That I know.
What's the quickest way through Chicago?
Where do they want to
They
go?
took 80. It's really bad.
You know where we're sitting, we can use our bathroom glasses.
That's a bad
Well, that's all right.
Indiana.
He sleeps in the computer room? It's kind of dark in here.
Did you take 290? Stay right there. Did you take 294? 80 last time?
Yes.
Okay, what I would do, you can take the Skyway, which is 90, or 90 and 94 split. You're going to be on 90, 94.
Thank you, Amanda.
I
appreciate that.
And this whole road going up now. Take it right through.
Save time.
There is construction.
Here's the ash tree berries. Yay! I don't know what we would ever use them for, but well.
They're decoration.
Mom, you want Matt flipping pancakes for you?
When you get to make some more.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm gonna eat that.
You can make one.
Thank you very much.
There's more rolls here.
I'm gonna roll out of here.
What is your last name, Matt?
8 pounds.
Bowling, like a
Bowling.
ball.
Bowling?
Oh.
Bowling?
Well, we can remember that. Bowling Green.
I'm actually recording here.
Footprints.
Footprints.
Handprints.
Handprints.
I shave.
Well, it's not that. Your face looks.
Really?
They look like your mother. Your eyes look like your mother. Which couch is
a
he
place
on?
to swap down there?
Is he sleep downstairs?
I bet you do.
Going on.
You guys see the biggest difference between the Yanks of the
Well, yeah, it was fun visiting with
This new
It was
overpaid
fun visiting with Danny.
Yeah.
continues on.
Before he heads up
He's
to
very
Minnesota.
He's very personable. You know, he's not a shy
Hi,
kid,
Kim.
that's for sure. It's not that he'd say, you.
Well, I'm sorry.
Deal me in.
And then after that, well, you would have bet already with the first 2 cards.
Oh, okay.
And then after those 3 cards are bet, you bet again. After these 3 cards are dealt, you bet again.
Go on, go on. I'll just bet 5. Then he passed.
Then
Bet on the basis of matching the cards in your hand with what's there.
right.
Okay.
And then you burn another card, and this is the final card.
That's the river card.
Yep. And this, then you bet again, and that's the final bets, and then you show your card.
I don't either. Sleep
Apricot flavored brandy.
Mmm.
Get out of that car.
I was just wondering.
I'll kill you. You're gonna be a dead person. Send your mother home a body. Be exciting, wouldn't it? Let's see. I'll do it. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't put that. Oh, nuts.
Oh, the
I didn't put. Give me that top. It doesn't sound good at all. Everybody's getting sick.
We can't have that.
I'm not feeling fine. Fortunately for me, I'm the only one that feels good.
She's probably got something.
dare you.
This is great.
I dare you.
This is my grandfather's sister. She died when she was 16 years old.
Oh!
And she wrote a poem which is in the book that my mother wrote.
Oh?
This is Estelle A, and that's who my mother was named after. She was my grandfather's sister.
So he would have been Estelle's aunt.
So they named my mother after Estelle.
Oh, how nice.
1871. She was 16, I think.
When was your mother born?
My mother.
1896.
1896. Yeah. Now that's my mother's parents.
These are Jim Browne, and I'm recording you.
This is my cousin's
Pat Browne.
Catherine, and she.
And here are the doggies. Okay, which doggy is this?
That one is Spice.
Spike, and the other one's
This trip has been really something for me, and witness you guys and telling
puppies.
Hey, it's all part of the thing, and it's been just wonderful. And each little trip has had its crowning moment, you know. Like
Good.
Jim Browne and Priest's family. And
Yeah.
Everything has worked out.
You ought to do this once a year.
I tried last year. Didn't work.
Yeah, I tried last year, but I'm not gonna get this way again. I'll come try to do it all once again.
Well, you may.
Oh, of course you will.
Travel,
yeah.
I can't travel that much anyway.
Well, if this is any indication of how well you do on a trip,
Oh,
you might have to rethink that.
No, I won't rethink the tumble. I'm always have a good shape. I'm gonna go.
No, I mean, if this is the way you are on a trip, good. You might rethink this, I don't travel anymore.
But the kind of thing that I've got doesn't, you
Puppies.
You just don't know if you're gonna have a good year or a bad year, how much you think is gonna do and how much is not gonna do. And I had a bad year last year.
Yeah.
That's the way it is. You just live. However you feel, you're able to do.
Yeah.
That's great. But you're not, you just have to accept it.
I can't do that.
We're in Duluth, Minnesota.
I was like, oh, the bridge is raising. What am I gonna do?
You wait. That's what you do.
I was stuck there for like
well
over an hour.
There's the bridge that Dan was stuck on the other side of. The lift bridge. We're in Duluth. There's the best coffee shop in the universe. The Amazing Grace Coffee Shop.
Maybe they just ran out of people made. It was traditional for a long time. Most people are old time of yachts and stuff like male names too. Yes,
It's a car. Random car. Now if you wanted to make this like a German art house film, it would be like This is the coolest statue thing. We'll come back to this. Been chilling in this hotel room, in this comfort suite place. Don't you know? And another shot of the back of Dad's head. Yay!
Yeah, whatever.
I think it's this way.
That's cool. Then I can cross over it. Cafe.
On for 10 days.
And now we have
Off for 10 days. Anyway,
Daisy Ford.
Yeah.
Back this morning, he said, "Hey, did you hear from that?"
Oh.
He had this book being published in Illinois.
Oh.
And Adam actually did a lot of work on it. And it's not very much. He lives in Florida. She came up to Michigan. We had a nice kind of reunion in front of the old house.
Yeah.
At the party. And I just did a very nice job of coming in. And on the other side, I went to Ottumwa, Iowa yesterday. Dan came. And the cousins took me all around the car, showed me the house. They took some pictures of the old houses that were still standing. It was just a great nostalgia trip. So
Did they still look the same? The houses?
No, my grandmother's house had been torn down. My aunt's house was the same, but my house that my folks lived in, somebody had bought in the house next door and they were fixing it up. A little house like my mother's in a tumble, and then they sell it. But they put things were kind of in disarray.
Some areas, some nations.
Yes. Sounds like Robert used to be. I got a pretty bad hearing, but everything was like he comes up.
I thought you were just staying. I just thought you were coming up and going back.
He's saying, if I had it, I wouldn't spend it for that.
You could retire on that.
He
went to Iowa with a couple of his cousins, and they got a 10 o'clock last night. So I came up with the boys so I could see a couple more people anyway to get to each other.
All right.
Okay, one step done, then we make the plans for the next step this way.
Yeah.
So disorganized. It's just last minute.
We haven't missed the schedule yet. It's amazing because I've been sick a lot. Like my cousin in Napa Valley was saying, it's probably a lot because you had to do what you wanted to do it. They said, well, psychology wasn't important.
Superior Marine Museum, you can photograph that. There you are. That'll tell you where you're at.
That's a tugboat engine, that big thing?
That's a tugboat engine. But you can shoot it from above too. Down.
Look at it.
This one is the one I built. And that's back up a little bit. Oh, you're taking camera? Yeah.
Over there they have one of all the lakes in the depth.
Yeah.
Lord. Or is it that one of them?
No, none of these. Just looking at them.
They have
Ace, Queen, King and Jack.
And they used to carry general freight, and it carried cars. That's why the deck was built.
Over the years, and
a lot of people
you can see all the
donated
boats. So they like to build boats, model boats out
Yeah,
here.
and then I've got a
Timmy's big diving guy. When did you build that one?
Oh, must have been about 10 years ago. This was a from a passenger. Yeah. I think mine.
Yours is the biggest one.
No, there's a 1,000 footer right
There's
here.
a 1,000
Feels
footer.
like spirit humans.
No.
There's a 1,000 footer.
Yeah, that's a
someone else
1,000
built it.
footer.
It's very cool. Yeah, build it. Okay. Awesome photo.
It was the Clark Place Centennial display.
This be a boat.
Oh, well, in someone's picture.
Short break, turn here.
Cool. Oh well. Hey. Okay. Now the bridge is coming down. They raised the whole bridge just for that teensy little sailboat.
You've been around for a while, a couple years.
Observant I am.
Well, come on.
Ooh.
Well, even if you have a flash pass, it still costs you anyway.
Well, they have to pay for it.
Yeah.
The smaller cities, it doesn't have.
They paid us all.
Okay, so how much is the toll?
I don't know how
Because
they go through Victoria.
344 of California cities
Well, I want
are.
to make sure that we have
There
enough
is-
for the tip, because the
there
taxi
is
driver also has to
Ken.
pay the toll out of this.
Candace
I'd
walking
say
to the
that
door.
he's got the 51 plus at least two, maybe $2.50 for tip, for tolls.
The mail.
So we're giving them 60
It is 9:09 local
pay all the
time,
bills,
which
Ken.
means that it's 11:09 here. And we're going to go into Plain, and it's 27th Saturday. Isn't that lovely? And this is the end of the Midwestern adventure.
Yeah, the taxi company
Decided to
getting
put an
something,
ending on
but
it.
the driver's getting okay.
Here's Dad's ear.
Yeah.
And there's Dan.
I gotta think, hey, personally, I
Yawn.
think it's enough. Yeah, I'd say.
Do we pay him at the end or in the beginning?
At
Well,
the
you
end.
can ask him.
It's Dan.
I would
At
say
the end.
At the end is where they.
Right?
Hey, Adam. Welcome to the
Food.
the diner.
Swiss cheese. This was something that had to grow on me taste-wise.
Adam, you want a sandwich?
No, no, thank you.
And this is
Sorry. Chances mine.
It was not.
It was not ringing.
Because I told him.
No, it doesn't. No, it did for a while.
We tried to call you 2 or 3 times from the hotel to
And
say
it was
we're
busy.
here.
You know, that's funny you say that.
This morning
I
wasn't
think
working,
it's
you know,
in
it
our
seemed
bed.
to be
At least-
working, so
at least twice,
I
maybe
thought I'd
3
try it.
times.
Okay, it's working then.
We have trouble.
that was right behind me.
Bob, how many times you let it ring this morning? What time does it kick in?
Okay.
How many times did it ring this morning?
Oh, okay.
Right on the phone, Irene.
John said he
More
couldn't
than
hear on his
4?
phone, but if you flip this
Has to be
loud
more than
switch
4
up,
times.